Good afternoon, dear colleagues. It's a great privilege and pleasure to welcome you in this beautiful city of Cracow, with amazing history and with a lot of European culture. So thanks to Cracow, to Poland for hosting this amazing conference. It's been 26 years, I think, already since the beginning of the MFC. The story is wonderful. We learned it last year when Dr. Mohamed Yunus was kind enough to send his representative to Poland to share experience of what is microfinance is, and our Polish colleagues hosted this, inadequately, was a person with inadequate clothes for Polish winter, but with a lot of knowledge of microfinance, and this is how it all started. So the sector is pretty new, if you think, just 26 plus years, but we had immense progress. So our microfinance institutions, banks, members, like core members, are much stronger entities today. So we are a network of much stronger, more independent, more capable institutions. And therefore, network is also changing. I'm very pleased to say that the network is growing in a true spirit of financial world. I can report that we had a 22% growth in terms of number of members. So we have 137 members, which is a great achievement of our team. Thanks to new members for joining us. Among those, we have traditional, finance service providers, but also very important elements of the industry, such as funders, technology or consultancy service providers, because microfinance industry or inclusive finance industry is not only about companies, banks, MFIs. It's very much about people who fund these organizations. It's also very much about now, teams which produce technology solutions and knowledge. So it is growing. I'm also very, very grateful to regulators who managed to come here. There's a growing number of regulatory authorities coming and attending our conferences. I'm very pleased to say that tomorrow morning we'll have a regulatory roundtable, which will probably, kickstart a very interesting process of, engagement and of supporting regulatory development. So, little word about, we had a very competitive elections this morning, so we've had a good governance cycle. So MFC's elections are over. Now we'll wait a lot of elections around the world, and good luck in that process. But in the morning, I just reminded my colleagues how important things we're all together are doing, because finance itself is an amazing invention, and credit itself is a great thing. I mean, you're giving energy, you trust individuals with something they don't have today, but you believe they will use it and bring it back to you. But our industry serves those parts of the world of society which is underprivileged, which is not financially fully included, which is slightly beyond or behind the economic activity. And doing this work is especially gratifying and especially positive. And I think we need to realize how much impact comes out of our activities, And now we touch this social impact, but also we touch the environmental impact, because we, at a micro level, we ensure that people, transition in just conditions to the new reality. They also, live and act within the boundaries of our planet. And, we want to see equality. We want to see less and probably eradication of poverty, but we should also be conscious that this is achieved within the boundaries of our planet. I still don't have an answer on the question how we can do that. But I'm sure there is a lot to discuss in this regard to be able to achieve both important objectives. We as an industry are tackling several challenges. I would, identify some of them. I will share with you our thoughts about this. So I think one of the challenge is regulatory, let's say, risks or predictability of regulatory environment. We know that there is no question about whether or not microfinance or inclusive finance is impactful. We know that microfinance has huge social and perhaps environmental impact. It's not a question of whether or not. It's a question in which conditions it is. And I think after many years, after many victories and failures, we learned that regulation is an important ingredient of that. So after 25 years or more of our work, we learned that good regulation is important. We still are not there in terms of that being shared by everybody. So I think one of the mission of MFC is also to make sure that we help communicate or formulate and send a message to the rest of the world that actually inclusive finance is important. It plays an important role, and it is successful, it is impactful if it is duly regulated. And I think now at this stage of development, there should be no regulatory or legislative barriers and risks. So we should take this out of equation. And that's one of the costs and one of the risks which we encounter, which we pass to our customer. So it will obviously have an impact on customer. Another big area which our members are concerned and interested and motivated is obviously funding and financing. You can see a lot of our colleagues are still working, and that's one of the attractiveness of MFC conference, that people use it as a venue for discussion, dialogue, negotiation. A lot of financial deals are done, which is a great thing to observe and see. And you know, there are still issues about the type of funding and you know, transparency and you know, data aspect. Hedging is an important element of everything. There are issues about equity because of that market is not as liquid and is not as, let's say, active as a debt finance market, let's say. So there are issues which we want to support somehow these elements of the market. So I think MFC is, sort of regard MFC as one of the players which addresses that as well. And obviously, we are in the digital age now. It's the AI age. I know that there was a very good session in the morning, and things are changing, you know. And again, we see these valuable people, teams, organizations which are touching the most important customers of ours, you know, reaching out to those grassroots, remote communities, providing them with financial inclusion, but they're not empowered to take best out of technology. It's not an easy task for them. They don't have enough investment, expertise, capacity. Therefore, we as an association see our role in facilitating this entrance of technology to those wonderful people and through our colleagues to our customers. So these are the main issues which we work with. MFC is in the process of renewing its strategy. We have some time now to formulate our new strategy. I cannot tell you what it is going to be. I think it should be very much based on engagement with members. When I say members, I mean all of you, all types of members, hearing your expectations and helping to achieve the best we can. So that's number one. I think it could be about geographic expansion too. We are conscious that we are already serving quite a wide geography. We are working to make sure that activities, outputs represent and equally going to every region of our operation, but we look for more diversity, more scale. So bear with us, take part, and make your voice heard. I will be pleased to have this new strategy from the 2026. I would like to finish with, I think, the most important from my side, sort of part, which is gratitude. Gratitude to everybody who are here. First of all, to you, dear participants, because you made your way, came here, gave us your valuable time. Thank you very much for that. I would like to thank, obviously, people who organized this wonderful team management board. Kasia, which is not here, but she is with us. And And her and Eva, who lead the team, and the whole team which made this possible. Thank you very much. I would like to thank, obviously, sponsors. And I know that Eva is going to announce them and sort of speak about their contributions. Thank you very much for your support. That's very important. It's highly appreciated. And last but not least, I should thank my fellow council members. Some of them have been re-elected. We have a new member. Congratulations to all of you. Those who couldn't be elected, thank you for participation and look forward to the next opportunity. So once again, thank you. And I wish this to be a successful 26th conference of MFC. Thank you very much.